Hi everybody, I'm Bella, and I was going to do a video response to Ember Honey Raven's Day in the Life of a Witch, and I was trying to find a more normalized day, but as Yule approaches, and ever since before Samhain, my life has gone in high gear. I don't have slow days, and I don't have so I'm just gonna do that's neither here nor there, but the slow time of the year, the dark time, the introspection, that doesn't normally happen for me. I do work retail for my living, and I always get so inspired to do so many different things about this time of year. I am a Pisces. It may have something to do with the winter months tend to spur me on, something about love when the seasons start changing to fall, and I like staying inside and doing things that I guess you can't do during the summer is easy because you're doing other things outside. But I decided to do Sunday's day because it was the first day that I had a total day off. I got up a little later than normal. For me, that was around 8 o'clock in the morning. That's actually very late for me. I don't sleep very well the older I get, and I am up earlier and earlier. And I usually hit the ground running pretty much. But it was a slow, easy day, and I went into my office and took everything off the table I used in there, and I started crafting my Yule gift that I needed to have finished for this coming Sunday's gathering of my friends that will be celebrating Yule together. I'll have a family celebration on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but my witchy friends and I do get together on winter solstice, and we will be performing a ritual and our gifts. So hopefully they're so busy right now they won't see, but I did a lot of firsts on Sunday because I handcrafted my first, let's see if I get this on here, it's very large, my first smudge wand for one of my friends. It was my first attempt. I thought it came out pretty good considering I'd never done it before. I tend to try to make all my gifts for Yule for my witchy friends because I just think it is a better, it's a more witchy thing to do, and I enjoy it actually. So I also created this pentacle with malachite on it for one of them. It does not have a pentacle yet of their own. So I wood burned, dremelled, and applied stone stained and did all of that to that one. So that wasn't my first attempt on pentacles. I've made all of my pentacles, and I've made each one of these members of my group a pentacle. This is my first attempt at the Eye of Ra. One of my group is her goddess is Isis, and she's been drawn to the Eye of Ra even before she knew of her witchiness. So she's just starting out on that path, so I went along with the Egyptian theme. I made everyone these small pentacles to go as the gift tags on their bags, and thought they turned out actually great. And the reason I'm showing you all of these things that I made on Sunday, it was part of my day, crafting and doing something either for my sideline business or whatever, has been integral. When I get off work, I'm either developing a spa item, I am packaging, doing labeling, all that kind of stuff, or I have been doing crafting of Yule gifts or Yule decorations, that kind of thing. So everything has been about when I'm off, I have lots of busy work to do. I also made each one of them a charging plate. So this is something that helps put more power and energy into your spell work. And so I do have that as well. And I wanted to show, and I think I will have to tag Meg from Witchcraftin, because this is something that she had done, but I created a miniature version and made everybody in my group one of the triple moons, and I put the black feathers at the bottom, and I was so upset because I didn't have any charms to put on each one of them, but let them know that they can put charms, just pentacles or something on it. So anyway, I thought they came out absolutely adorable. I wanted to show that. I made the mini ones. I made me a little bit larger one, and turned out absolutely friggin' awesome. Thank you, Meg. Like again, Elizabeth Story. If you don't watch her, and she's also on Witchcraftin, which is where I saw that being made, and absolutely adorable. And it turned out so well. Was so very, very pleased. I did that for the majority of the day. I felt like while I was there at the house, I got inundated by people knocking on my door. Now, I normally do not get a whole lot of people knocking on my door unless they've been invited and I know they're coming. And every time I opened the door, it was somebody trying to invite me to church of some sort. Excuse me, but I find that very ironic since I was having an extremely mulish day that day, and time I turned around, there was a knock at the door, and they were handing me a Bible tract, they were handing me Jehovah's Witness, giving me a website to go to so I could pick my language and I can see all this stuff. So I was polite to every single one of them. I just took their tract and said thank you and good day and went on about my business. I had recently purchased a house, and I have not purchased a washer dryer to this house because my washroom is so filled still with some boxes. There's no room for a washer dryer, so I also had to go stop and do laundry. I went and got some fast food. I had a fish sandwich also that day, and because I wasn't cooking, because when I got back I was packaging gifts, and spent the evening with one of my friends. She came over, and we did a whole lot of talking. She's also like a business partner. We also work together in our real day jobs. We do the sideline business together. So she's also part of my witchy group, and so we talked a little bit about everything, about life and the whole 9 yards. And that pretty much encompassed most of my day. Before I got started, I did do some cleanup of the house because I don't like to get started on craft projects until I actually do some cleaning. And I am off this afternoon. I got my herb box in, and so tonight I'll be taking and breaking apart these herbs, putting them in actual containers, and I will be sorting them out. Some of them will be going into my witchy cabinet. Some of them will be going into for me to use as craft, not craft, but part of the items that I'm creating for sale. And so that's another thing that I'm going to be doing this week, is also be making some medicinal items with the juniper. I'm also going to be making some medicinal items with the calendula that I got. I will be restocking certain of my containers that have the myrrh and frankincense in them. I will be. This is how my week goes. I am also do astrology and stuff like that, and I am also have a calendar that I am putting together for myself this year, doing something a little bit differently. Um, and I'm kind of cheating a little bit because I'm using some of these wonderful astrologers on YouTube to help point out a lot of the days so that I can actually literally just write them down as they're giving me the year in review for my signs, which is Pisces with a Gemini rising and a Virgo moon. So I tend to take bits out of a lot of that. Also, because I'm born on the Pisces Aquarius cusp. I am Pisces, it's definitely in Pisces, but I have a stellium in Aquarius as well. And so Aquarius does factor into a lot of how I operate and stuff as well. And so having that it's Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, and Mars all jumbled up in there on my midheaven. And Jupiter is conjunct Jupiter right now. I have an opposition of my natal Jupiter with Jupiter right now. I've got a lot of energy feeding the air with all this fire energy that we have going on. So I am making a calendar, and I am putting in key dates in that calendar using some of these astrologers' dates, because I do know, like, they're giving me the solar eclipses in Pisces and in Virgo, which is my opposite sign. And there's some key moments in time. So I'm trying to organize my year before I even really get started on doing my own charts for the whole year. Actually trying to make sure that I have it in my witchy calendars, basically, of setting certain intentions for the year. Solar eclipses last around 6 months. You can also feed and push that energy for even longer than 6 months. But it tends to be an important one, since the one is going to be in my sign, the other one, and the second one is going to be in Virgo. So I need to take special note of that, to have a run-up, so that I set my intentions before, somewhere as close to the eclipse as possible, but anywhere from 24 hours up to 0 moment of the eclipse, so that I can already have my intention set and thrown into the universe. And that way it gives me a heads up so that it doesn't surprise me later. It's one of the things that I'll be doing, and I think that's rather a witchy thing to do. I know not all witches are astrologers, and I'm not even going to say that I am a great astrologer, but I do dabble in astrology and I do like it, and it's one of those subjects that you can study your whole lifetime and still be more and more layers that you could go into. But I think that's part of knowing the tides of energies that you're working with and learning to take the best advantage of all of them. Learning where the retrogrades are, all of these different kinds of aspects. I'm going to go ahead and set it up in my calendar to prepare me. These are the day-to-day activities that I do outside of work. My work is demanding and high stress, and these things are actually things that de-stress me. I frequently start out on, if I watch any TV or do any kind of entertainment like that, it's generally YouTube only now. Um, I find documentaries, the YouTube videos, and I also like documentaries and stuff, so I do have Netflix for that as well too. Don't watch any news or anything like that. Don't want to hear all their negativity. I usually also start out my day a lot on Facebook, posting my inspirational quotes that I run across, and those things kind of set my framework for my law of attraction and my magical intent for the day. I like setting my day up like that. I start my day with those inspirational quotes and inspirational videos, and I end my day that way. And that way, I go to sleep with a certain mindset. I wake up to a certain mindset, and anytime during the day that life starts telling you some ugliness, maybe has nothing to do with you, but you start to feel either stress or pressure building up or whatever, I take a moment, breathe, and just pull up some of my inspirational quotes from all over. The sources are from all over. Some are witchy sites, some are Buddhist, New Age type things. Some are just great quotes from great authors of the past, but they help center and focus me on a daily basis, especially if I don't have time for meditation or yoga. That's going to be some of my intentions for the new year. Is also I do have a room that is just nothing but for Reiki, yoga, and meditation, and I need to get back in there on a more daily basis for myself. So that's sort of my intentions, but that's, I don't think this video really was a daily video anymore. I kind of lost my focus on the purpose of the video, but that kind of gives you um, a day in the life of me. I do a lot of mundane things on a work day. Get up, get dressed, get ready. I'm out the door. I organize my day. I come home and I try to attend to my private life, and my private life tends to revolve around either my secondary business, which is more witchy inspired, and so I'm pulling together different recipes using essential oils, herbs, that kind of thing, and if I'm not doing that, I'm also crafting and such. Days off generally entail something to do with that sideline business. If I'm not sitting at a show, manning a table, selling, or bringing in Reiki clients or that kind of work. So I'm a Reiki master, so I do a lot of that. I dabble, like I said, in astrology, so I do a little of that. I am a tarot card reader, so I can do a little of that. It just, my group of witchy friends, we get together, we do a lot of this, that. Here and there. We don't get to do as much as like. That's going to be another intention for the new year. So I guess I'll end the video here, and maybe I'll do another one soon on trying to gather up all of my intentions for the new year and get that ready. Because in my personal belief, Samhain is the time of reflection and review of the last year, people you've lost, the good things, the bad things of the year, putting that year to rest. It kind of goes through the season between Samhain, Thanksgiving, and even running up to Yule. But now, once Yule hits, it's the sun, the spark of hope, the sun coming back, and we're gearing up for the momentum of the new year. To me, that's basically the New Year season. It's a season, not so much a particular day. I still call Samhain the Witch's New Year, but really it's a period of time of introspection and reflection and kind of focusing on what your intentions are going to be for what you want to keep and what you want to bring forward into the new year. So I do think Yule tends to be that mark for me for the new year coming up, and I guess that's why this is always such a busy time. I'm putting to bed all of the old things, and I am gearing up for all of the new things. And actually, I think that's probably what they even used to do as well. Their busy work wasn't spa items. Their busy work was making sure they had food for the year prepared, and all of those details that they were finishing up before the snows set in and whatever. South Texas, we don't have much snow, so I don't have to worry about that. And but I do also need to start. Like I said, this is a new house for me. Um, and there'll be gardening and my ideas and plans for that. So lots of planning to do this time of year. So if I'm not doing any of these crafting things, it's about planning right now. So it's not a typical day in the life of, because this isn't the typical time of year for me to be a typical day. I've got way too many things to do, and I so enjoy doing all of it. So y'all have a wonderful day. Can't wait to hear from some other y'all about the day in the life of. I've already heard several, and they've all been wonderful. So I'll end the video now. Merry part, and y'all have a blessed Yule if I'm not on before then. Good day.